work up an appetite.
Always. I'm always hungry. Starving.
Well, here's what we're going to do.
I like what I see.
Now, a lot of people who don't even like oysters, like Oysters Rockefeller. They'll eat those when they won't eat them any
If you
other
like
way.
seafood, right.
Now, if you haven't tried these, you really need to. It's a very simple recipe. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some water boiling. Now, the thing about these are, we like our oysters raw.
Yeah.
And we like lots of them.
Yes, we do.
Raw. And hopefully very soon we're going to
be eating some more.
Be eating some more. Now these, on the other hand, we're going to cook these a little bit and crack them open so they're easier for us.
Yeah.
Get them a little bit cooked. We're just going to boil them for a few minutes with a little beer. And this is just for flavor. Just enough to cover the oysters. Then what we're going to do is add a little crab boil. Now this is in the bag. I'm just going to, we cut a little hole in the bag. We use this just a little bit for flavoring. Got all kinds of good flavors in there, but we use that little bit at a time. Also, Tony, just a little bit of that. A secret that we learned from Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob?
From Scotland.
That's my Uncle Bob.
Here's your uncle. Now, well, let's reference back to Kentucky Field, and he did his frog legs.
Those were good.
Extraordinary.
He's an amazing chef.
So, but one of the things he did when he would cook a lobster or any kind of seafood, he would take a lemon, a little bit of celery, maybe a little bit of onion, and pop that in there. And those flavors will impart in that boil, along with that beer. I'd say it'd be pretty good. So let's take cut a couple slices of lemon. So we're gonna drop those in. We're not quite to a boil yet. Take the top off some of that celery. Boom.
That's it.
We're gonna drop that in. And once we get to a boil, we're just gonna drop our oysters in for a few minutes.
All right.
We're gonna put those in there for a few minutes. It's just like steaming them. They'd open up just a little bit. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you to deal with them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put just them in there long enough for them to crack open. You gotta thank Gary for the nice cooking.
Yeah, you like that? Isn't that nice?
I like that a lot. All right, so we've got that going. I'm gonna start this little pan right here. I'm gonna need about 2 cloves of garlic.
All right.
Probably 3/4 of that onion.
All right.
We're eye level with this onion.
I know, I'm already smelling it and feeling it.
All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that garlic and these onions, we're gonna saute those in butter.
Yum.
How many recipes start like that?
Every recipe.
A lot.
A lot of head butter and onion. Is that enough onions or you need more?
I think that'll do. We're going heavy on the butter here now. Put all these onions in here, along with our garlic.
Smells amazing.
It always does. I mean,
butter and onions.
Remember how we used to just take onions, mushrooms, massive quantities of onions, mushroom, and garlic, and just eat them?
Yeah.
Especially when you found morels. That doesn't happen often enough.
Sounds good right now.
That's right around the corner.
Yes.
All right, about this time, you need to start thinking about preheating your oven to 400 to 410, 100, 415 degrees, something like that. Because this is not going to go in the oven for a long time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Nikki, if you'll take some of these, just cut them up just a little bit. That's already kind of small, so that's good.
Yeah.
This is going to wilt pretty quick. Now, if you had frozen spinach, you could use that as well. So we're going to take our spinach and put it in here. All right, now you see what we got going on here?
Should I taste it?
You probably should here in a minute. Might need a little more butter. What do you think?
You always
Are you
need more
opposed to
butter.
that?
No, we always need more butter.
You know, speaking of butter, Maybelle is back with Todd, our buddy Todd Harn, and she is, hopefully, found a boyfriend.
I think she has. We heard.
And if everything goes right, I think about August, we should have another calf.
Good.
And we talked about this. If we have a young lady, she's going to stay with us. I know, look at that.
Do you want the rest of the spinach?
I don't see what it would hurt. Do you?
Nope, we might as well use it.
Go ahead. Plop just a little bit more butter in there. I'll tell you what let's do, Nikki. If you'll take me about, I don't know, 4 ounces pepper jack cheese.
Yum.
Yeah, go ahead and shred that if you don't mind. Oh, wow. And that's a good shredder.
Yes,
so
it
once
is.
again, I cringe.
Grandma Nikki
I've
bought
taken
this,
off.
yes. You can take skin off.
I've taken the hat off before doing that. All right, so I'm going to take 1/4 pound cheese and melt that. That's not going to be good.
That'd be terrible.
Tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of mozzarella in here too.
Okay.
Just about that much. And we're going to put some on the top at the end too. Now, see that right there already is the flavor. Now, if you want a little salt, a little pepper.
Yum.
If you want a lot of salt, a lot of pepper. But
Lots of pepper.
take a little bit, half and half. I don't know. How much was that? couple tablespoons.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so Nikki, I'm gonna grab these little guys out.
You can reach them better than me.
They're cracked open now.
That makes it easy for me.
You ever seen a one-armed man shuck an oyster? There's a lot of cursing involved. I'm not talking about me.
Oh no, that's a good excuse to have me do it too.
The other guy's one arm, yeah.
Right. Those I'll be able to just peel open as much as they're open. They'll be.
Oh yeah, just
my
pop
hand.
them with a butter knife. I'm gonna hand you the oysters.
Alrighty.
Pop those open.
I don't even think I'll need a knife.
Ta-da! Look at that little crab.
Oh yeah.
Now here's what you find. I want you to look at this. Mini, 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 mini oysters. Look here. When I dump that out, that is not uncommon. How many times have we sat down?
Right.
You know, you think, oh no, there's something in my oyster at many fancy restaurants.
I want a pearl.
That's part of it. They won't hurt you.
You found me a pearl once, remember?
I did find you a pearl
And
once.
I lost my little pearl.
Where did that go? But that's not uncommon at all. And it's not gross. It's not nasty. It's just a little crab. Wish his legs were bigger. We'd eat them.
Yeah.
If you will, Nikki, hold this tray over here and I'll put this wonderful stuff. I'll dole a little bit out on each one. Where have we seen this before?
Yum. Anyone that likes any kind of seafood would love these, even if you don't like oysters.
You think that's good enough?
I could eat them like that.
No.
Okay.
Breadcrumbs.
Yum.
Just a little bit of breadcrumbs.
And you know, oysters are pretty cheap at the store.
They are.
They're not really
When you're on the
expensive.
coast, they're really cheap. And if you can find them fresh, it's even better. So let's do some breadcrumbs.
How about some more cheese?
How about some more cheese? I don't think anybody,
Nobody
I don't
hates
think the cheese police would show up if we decided to put just a little more.
On each one.
I don't think we're going to be in trouble. I'll have you pop that in the oven if you don't mind. We just set these out here. We've let them cool down a little bit. We took a break, got things cleaned up for our next recipe. But these are look at
Yum.
that. The
Can I
mozzarella
try one?
cheese. Oh no, I'd prefer you let me eat all of these
Oh wow.
because I heard it builds calcium.
I want all the gooey stuff too.
You know, it's funny with oysters.
Wow.
You notice there's almost a progression. As if you like a glass of wine, which is, you know, in moderation,
Right.
can be good for you. But when you start out with a wine, you like something sweet, and you
Right.
gradually go to something drier, and you kind of find your area of wine that you like. With oysters, you never want to eat them. Nobody wants to eat them raw first. Now, this is usually the way people go through the oyster door.
That's how you start. That's right.
This is how you
Coated.
start, and then you try them steamed maybe, but man, oh man.
You got meat in them raw.
See, we eat them raw so much we forget how delicious this is. Now, of course, it's probably a little more healthy raw.
This sure is good that you, all the stuff you created. Wow. This is our appetizer?
This is our appetizer. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop for just a minute. Cameras are gonna stop. We're gonna wear this out, and then we're gonna come back with our main course.
Okay. Can I have another one?
Let's eat them all. If you look up étouffée in the dictionary, what's it gonna tell you? It's a spicy dish, stew,
Okay.
with seafood and vegetables. Now that's a pretty broad interpretation really when you think about it. So we have been all over the place and had different folks, different restaurants, different étouffées with some with a really dark roux, some of them with no roux at all. Now what I'm gonna do right over here is I'm gonna get me a really hot pan. Now most people tend to overcook their shrimp. We don't wanna do that because when you do it gets rubbery and it loses that really good texture that it has. So what I'd like you to do, Nikki, if you will, is take me little Tony's there and just shake on. It's got the extra heat in it, so be easy.
Be easy.
Keep going. Now it depends on how much heat you want it. This is adjustable. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'll tell you what, just go ahead and hand me that, and I'm gonna pour them all in there.
Ready?
And I'm gonna, you can tell it's a hot skillet.
You keep cooking.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably go a minute and a half at the most with a good hot pan on one side, and then I'm gonna turn it over. I'm not gonna stir that up much. I'm gonna let it go. All right, now here's the deal. You can do this with fresh shrimp, and we just happen to have some that was frozen that was already deveined and already, you know, pre-cooked and ready to eat, but still, same thing. Let the juices come out, let them get all cooked up, get the seasoning going, and we want to keep that juice in there for stock. So that has gone about long enough. So
Okay.
we're gonna take that off and set that aside.
Yum. Should I try one? No.
Probably should make sure.
Should I make sure it's good?
We don't get poisoned. I would say that would equal to a 3/4 of a large onion.
Right.
Would you not say that's about right? Well, so what I'm gonna do is get my butter going over here. It's a big old slab of butter. Now, if you'll also cut me up some green pepper.
All right.
Now those 3 things right there in the skillet together.
Amazing.
That's just the smell. In butter. Let's go ahead and
Put it all in?
I'll bring us over, don't burn yourself. Pop that in there and let's saute that all up. Isn't that pretty?
I tried one of your shrimp, very good. I could eat them like that.
Now see the juice that was in, we're not getting rid of that. That's gonna be part of our stock. I'll tell you what, if you don't mind, would you take that pork chop?
Fat on?
Not that tiny actually. Yeah, oh yeah, gotta have the fat on it. All right, we're getting there. See, we're getting the right texture there.
That smells amazing.
All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Hand me the seasoning.
Okay, which one? Tony?
Tony. Now, you want a little kick to this?
Whatever, you'd always...
Just a little kick?
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
put a little more seasoning in here now. You know, if you had to measure that out, that's just a dash. I'm gonna take me just a little bit of flour and I'm gonna thicken this up. I'm gonna start off with a tablespoon. Let's just start thickening that up just a little bit. I'll tell you what let's do. Let's take some tomatoes, 4 tablespoons.
Yeah.
We never measure anything out, but I'd say that's about right. Now we're gonna come back with some beer. That was a 1/2 cup.
Probably.
And let's have some chicken broth.
Right.
I'm gonna probably put 2/3 of a cup in there. All right, and you see how that's thick already?
Wow.
So at this point, it goes fairly quickly. If you'll hand me a dash of hot sauce, I'm gonna bump it up. Look how thick that is. Look at that.
Suit you.
Look, see, it goes
Wow.
quick at this point. That's the thickness we want. Just a dash, because we already got some heat in there.
You're heating it up,
And
aren't
give me
you?
some more Worcestershire sauce, because we're there. Oh, it's a beautiful
wow.
thing. Look at the consistency we've got.
Sounds amazing.
A little Worcestershire sauce, a little bit more, just a dash. Oh, do you smell it?
Yes, I do. It smells amazing.
The only thing we have left to do is pop our little bit of pork and our shrimp back in there with the juice.
Yum.
All right, we are there. So I'll tell you what, if you can get us a plate of rice, we'll plate this up, put a few green onions on top, and we're ready to go.
Eat. Yay.
I don't know whether just to stare at it.
Why don't you stare and I'll eat?
Can I stare while you're eating?
Yeah, just watch me. You want to watch me eat?
Look at that. I mean, just look at the beautiful steam roll of this. Smell that smell.
Looks amazing.
But I'm ready. I can't wait any longer.
That shrimp is really good.
Isn't that good?
Great flavor.
That took
Wow.
maybe 15 minutes.
Buttery tasting too, and creamy, buttery. I don't know what you did, but wow.
Well, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes most.
Oh, that's good.
You know
That's
what?
so good.
You can do anything in your kitchen that you can get at a wonderful restaurant. It's still awful pretty. But
It's pretty.
I'm gonna eat it here in a minute, but I got something I gotta tell you about.
Okay, what you can tell me about?
It's our Facebook page.
Oh,
All you have to do is go to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen Facebook page, hit like, and then we can talk.
okay.
We have lots of friends in there who talk about all kinds of crazy stuff and fun stuff. I got one more thing you probably need to know about.
Okay, what?
If you saw this first time show and you thought, I wonder if they got any more recipes.
I bet they do.
I bet they do. Like hundreds of them. Where would you find them, Mrs. Farmer?
TimFarmersCountryKitchen.com.
Click on recipes, how-tos, different segments we've had over the years. So as the day grows along and it turns into night, we're gonna have to turn these cameras off and just
Eat it all.
massacre
Eat it all.
that plate of food.
Right.
But it is all about
Good times.
good friends.
We're super good eats.
We'll
Way
see
to
you
go.
next week on Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. And we're digging in
The
now.
shrimp's amazing.